Hello, everyone. Welcome to BTS Reality Show Season 2, and we're back! Actually, this is the end of Season 2. This is our last episode, and I'm so happy to be here. I go by the name Jermaine Okpe, popularly known as Jermaine OG, and I am your lovely host. Tell me that you haven't enjoyed this episode. Tell me that this hasn't been the podcast of the year, and I'm ready to argue it. It's been amazing for us, here at the studio, doing what we do best every week to bring you guys the best episodes. And it's sad that we have to leave for Season 2, but, we're ending with a bang. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my guest today. She goes by the name Sandra Okeke! Round of applause for yourself. Welcome, Sandra, to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How do you feel?
I'm good. I'm nervous. This is my first podcast.
Oh, she's such a pretty girl, guys. Look at her. So fine girls. All right, so Sandra is known as So Fit. She is a fitness enthusiast. She's into, the healthy lifestyle. She owns a fitness brand, and she is a content creator. Welcome to the show.
Thank you again.
I'm so sorry that we kept you waiting. I always apologize in person. It's not easy running business in this Nigeria. It's not easy, but, Sophie was so kind to wait, and we thank you. This is our last episode, so, we have been excited to have you. We've been talking about this for a month now.
Yeah, we have.
Have you?
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
All right.
I'm excited.
So, Sophie, the topic for today is fitness journey, right?
Okay.
And I wrote something down for those watching. What does fitness mean? And, fitness is the condition of being physically fit and healthy. Fitness improves your health, reduces the risks of developing several diseases. All right, so Sophie, being so fit, being so bodylicious.
Oh, I like that term. Body. I'm adopting that.
Tell us. What has the journey been for you?
My fitness journey has been...
Give us a background first. Let's know who you are, where you're from, uni, and how you just got into this. We want to know you, right, guys?
Gotcha. So I started training 2017, and I was just in my final year of university. I went to university in Anambra State, and that final year, I was literally finishing my exams, and I wanted to study fashion. That's what I always thought I was going to do. That's who I always thought I was going to be, a fashion designer. So, of course, my parents were like, that's not a career. That's a talent. You have to go to school, get a degree. So, studied English. And in my final year, I was like, I want to go to fashion school. And I actually applied to 3 fashion schools. And in the course of waiting for, feedback from the schools that I had applied to, I started going to the gym. And that was 2017. And I always say I didn't find fitness. Fitness found me because it wasn't a career path that I ever saw for myself. I hated physical activity. I didn't like exercising. I didn't like anything that had my heart rate going up, you get. So it was actually one of my really good friends then that dragged me to the gym with him one day. Because every time he came back to Nigeria, he would see me and he would be like, because I used to be so skinny. I was 48 kg, less than 100 pounds. I was so thin. So he was like, I have a great foundation, and if I just put on a little bit of muscle, I will look so good. And of course, me not knowing anything about fitness, I didn't have a body goal. I didn't have any body image issues. So I was like, gym, me, no.
You had no experience of it.
I was like, no. And, but yeah, he just kept on encouraging me. And I was like, okay, I'll just go to the gym with you. Let's see. And from there, one day turned to 2 days, 2 days turned to 1 week. And he put me through the ropes, taught me how to do a squat, deadlift, all the basics. And something about fitness that I really loved was how it challenged me mentally. It wasn't even about the physical. As I said, I didn't have a fitness goal. And there wasn't really any fitness figures for me to look up to. So I wasn't doing it to look like anyone. I just loved being in the gym. I loved that space. And so I just kept on going to the gym and I never looked back. And that's how I started training. And At first, it was a hobby for me. Like I told you, I had applied to fashion school, so I was waiting for feedback from the schools I had applied to, and they rejected me. All three schools rejected me, but that was the year that I really took fitness seriously, and I launched my fitness brand, SoFits, and I started posting on social media, and now we're here. So, yeah.
You've grown such a huge following. You have about 1.2 million followers on Instagram, 2.4 on, YouTube. How was it? How was it like for you transitioning from just, going to the gym to creating content?
I feel like that had always been a thing for me in the beginning. Like I've loved making videos. I love editing. That's something a lot of people don't know about me. I edit all my videos.
How did you
And
learn that? That's a bit
it
hard
was
for
just
me.
natural. It was natural. I
A
love
little bit.
putting
A little bit.
things
I'm
I
being
love
real.
putting things together, and I like seeing things come to life. And I've always been a creative person, so being a creator was natural to me. But in the beginning, I was just posting for, accountability, like keeping myself accountable, posting my workouts online. And I didn't have anything in mind to the point where I was like, I'm gonna be this big influencer one day. I'm gonna have this big platform. I was just posting content. I didn't even think anybody would be interested in seeing me work out on.
Like you said to me today, Jermaine, do you think I'm a celebrity? You calling me a celebrity? Yes, you're a celeb. Celeb. Like my friend Michael would say, you're a celeb, big celeb. You know what it means to have 2.4 million
It's a
subscribers?
lot.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So well done. You've done so good for yourself. Round of
Thank you.
applause.
Yay.
I'm enjoying this conversation, like I say. A lot of people battle with fitness, especially in
Yeah.
this side of the world.
Absolutely.
I mean, we just saw someone before the podcast say fitness, a white man say fitness
in Nigeria.
in Nigeria.
Like, yeah.
Like it's a myth.
Right. Yes.
Why do people struggle with fitness here in Nigeria?
I think people have different things different reasons why they struggle with fitness, but I feel like the biggest thing that I also hear all the time is just lack of motivation for some people. Like one thing about people is when they don't see immediate results, they give up. So people aren't motivated to go to the gym. A lot of people don't see any reason to go to the gym because people just assume like, I don't have any issues with my body. Why am I? That was like me when I started. That was the same mentality I had. Like, I'm skinny. Why do I need to go to the gym? Or I love my body. I don't see anything wrong with myself. So why bother going to the gym? And I feel like that's what a lot of people struggle with. Lack of motivation. And then of course, like if you don't have gym access close to you, they're like,
Am I gonna be going so far?
yeah, just why waste my time, But that's the biggest one, like lack of motivation. And that's the question that I get asked all the time as well. Like,
Where do
where do I get my motivation from? How are you so
Where
consistent?
do you get motivation from?
For me now, it's not motivation. It's just discipline. I'm passionate about fitness. I love being in the gym. I love how I feel when I'm in the gym. And when you're passionate about something, you don't need motivation to do it. Like you just do it, right? It's second nature to you. Motivation is like an emotion. It's like being happy, being sad. You don't wake up every single day motivated. Like for me, as an example, there's 7 days in the week. Out of those 7 days, 5 days, I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like creating content. But I do it because I'm disciplined and I know that I have to get it done. So you have to choose every single day those simple choices that we make every single day. That is what builds a habit. That is what leads to consistency, and consistency leads to you being disciplined. And then it's like natural to you. So,
Sandra, a lot of people are gonna say their biggest problem is that they will not eat anymore. Please talk to us about it. If you go on a fitness journey, does that mean you stop eating? Does that mean you become a leaf?
No. That is another myth.
plant?
That is such a big myth. I don't know where people get these things from. Like, even I get asked that, like, how do you maintain a flat stomach? Do you eat? Like, do you eat once a day? And it's so like, it's a big myth. Like, people will be very shocked to find out that I eat like 5-6 times a day, but like smaller meals. It's all about like the quality of your foods, right? So your body needs food. Food is fuel. Food is where our body gets its energy from. So you should eat. You should not be restrictive. But I feel like a lot of people struggle with what to eat because they think now I have to just eat fruits or eat vegetables. And no, as long as you have a balanced diet of your proteins, your vegetables, your carbs, you can play around with that. There's so much options. So no, that is a myth. You do not need to starve yourself to be fit. That's not even healthy.
I mean, earlier today we had pizza. Did you tell them?
Yeah, we actually had pizza today. Like, did you get, like, he took me to go get pizza and I was like, yes.
And I'm like, she's going to eat that.
Absolutely. It's all about balance. This is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's all about balance. But I feel like the problem with a lot of people is 80% of their diet is the pizza, the junk food. And then 20% they'll probably have a salad. But you want to get to a point where at least 75% of the time you're trying to eat healthy and then enjoy the remaining percentage of whatever you want to eat. It's a lifestyle.
And aside from people talking about the fact that they will not be able to eat, they talk about the time. That's time consuming. Personally, excuse me, I just started going to iFitness, right? I'm new there. And for every time I will go in the morning, before I know it, the whole day has gone.
How?
I'm tired. I can't do anything else because I run 1 hour in the treadmill.
And
then my friends are asking me, like, is it this big gym you're going to? And I'm trying to explain to them that, it's probably this gym I'm going to, because normally, like, I change my sleeping pattern, like, it changes. And when I wake up early in the morning, I have the whole day.
Right, you have more energy.
So if I go to the gym early in the morning, let's say 10, I won't be that early, 10, 11, the whole day is gone for me. So talk about that, why people, like, the time, like, how can you best manage
maximize
your
the time.
time?
See, all you need is
Do you have to go to the gym and be there for 10 hours?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you don't need to be in the gym for what are you doing in the gym for 3 hours? A solid 45-minute, 1 hour workout is all you need. I feel like what most people's problem is people don't know how to train. They don't have a structure. They go to the gym, they do random stuff, run on the treadmill, like you said, for an hour. You have no business running on the treadmill for an hour. 15, 20 minutes of cardio is sufficient. And then you now have your strength training program. So that's what I'm saying. Get a structured program where you know exactly what you're doing. And a good program, you should be out of the gym in an hour.
Makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you don't know what you're doing, you go to the gym, you do a bunch of random stuff. You have too much rest periods.
Exhaust yourself.
Yeah, you run on the treadmill for 1 hour, then you press your phone for 45 minutes. And then you go and do squats for another 1 hour.
Talk about the ones that are good at to chase men.
I don't know anything about that one. Jermaine, you want to I don't know.
Okay, we're dividing, but talk about the fact that they say a lot of women now go to the gym to chase men. Have you heard about that recently?
Definitely. I've seen videos and stuff like that. I feel like you can chase men anywhere. It's not just the gym. Like, there are people that get dressed and they just go and sit at the bar. So, like, I feel like it depends. Any social space you're in, I feel like there will always be those types. It's going to happen. But all you need to do is focus on yourself and focus on why you are there in the gym and your intention. But for me, I have a private gym. I have a home gym that I go to. So I don't really get out much.
What's the reason for having a private gym?
Because I like my own space. I like my own space, and I also film a lot of content. So usually when the gyms are very busy, like public gyms, it's hard for me to film. Yeah, so I had to just create my own little sanctuary, I like to call it, where I just go and do my own thing.
Hold on. So what you say your gym or your fitness secrets are?
In what aspects?
In general.
My
What do you say your fitness secret? Is it like, you only eat once a day? Okay, no, you already said that. No.
I eat a lot.
You go on water diet? Have you heard about that?
No, that is not that. No.
I'm going to do 7 days water diet.
Why would you do that?
Are you sure the internet's not going to drag you for this? People do that. I've been seeing all over
Drag
the internet.
me, please. The comments are open. Why would you go on a water diet? That's not nutritious.
Unhealthy?
Absolutely, because you're depriving your body of certain nutrients that it needs. Like, we have, our body needs, like, where are you going to get the fiber from? Right? The protein. So you're going to restrict all of that because and that's the thing that I say, a lot of people, they want immediate results. So they restrict so much, right? So that a water diet, I'm not even a big fan of dieting. So you have
Why
to,
do
like,
you say so?
Because it's not sustainable. I know some people that just cut out carbs from their diet. Carbs are our body's primary source of energy. Where are you going to get the energy long-term from? Right? So a lot of people who go on restrictive diets cannot keep it up because it's not sustainable. What's sustainable is creating a balance. So learn how to balance your meals and portion control. That's another big problem most people have. They eat too much at a go. So you see a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. I don't eat that. I don't eat that much, but
That
I'm
used to
not
be
losing
me.
weight." You get, but then you actually
You guys are
see,
trolling me on this pod.
you actually see what
Why
they're
did I
eating.
pick a podcast on my own, a topic on my own podcast that's going to troll me?
I'm not
the
showing you.
host?
I'm just trying to like give you an insight into what
I
people's
know.
issues are. So yeah.
Okay, so I think I already asked you that. Why is it that men don't like women that have muscles? Like they say, okay, like do you think men think fitness is just for men? Women shouldn't be fit?
There are many men that think like that.
Why?
But that's another stereotype, right? So it's all about your perception of what being attractive is. There are men out there who don't find muscular women attractive. And there are men out there that appreciate a girl that goes to the gym, who's toned, who has a nice shape, a nice physique, because they understand the discipline that goes behind that. So I feel like most men, of course, when you say muscular, they have this one image in their head of like a very big bodybuilder type woman, like someone who's really muscular, borderline masculine. Most men would not
But
be
as a
attracted.
man, will I date a
Am I
woman?
muscular? Am I masculine to you?
Not really.
Am I super muscular?
Not at all.
Exactly. And I've been training for 8 years, and I'm a
I feel you.
semi-pro.
Woo!
So I train like an
Girl.
athlete, right? So I train harder than most women would ever need to train in their lives. And I still don't look masculine, right?
Go
So
on.
no, I want you to understand how redundant
context.
it sounds sometimes. And this also plays into the part where a lot of women will be like, "Oh, I don't want to lift weights because I don't want to look like a man." You will never get to that point. And
the problem is the women, not even the men.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Most women are the ones that have more of a problem with it than men.
Yeah, they tell the
right?
woman, "Oh, look at you, you look like a man." 'cause they're weight
Absolutely.
training.
Absolutely.
So what do you have to say to these women?
Absolutely nothing, because nobody has ever, in my 8 years of training in person, looked at me and said I look like a man. People who see me in person want to know what my workout routine is, ask me if I can coach them, ask me for my, nutrition regimen. People are in awe when they see me because it's not something that you see all the time. You don't see a lot of women hitting the gym and, having this type of physique. So it's not, again, it's a stereotype. It's the association of muscles with masculinity. But having muscle definition does not define your femininity. And it doesn't make you masculine. Again, it goes against science, right? Because women do not take the form of a man, especially from weightlifting. Like you can't just go to the gym, pick up a couple of weights, and then think that you're going to turn into a man. It doesn't happen. And the body goal that most women have in their heads, like if you go outside and you pick 10 random women now and you ask them, what is your dream body goal? What is your dream shape? They'll tell you, slim waist, toned body, big bum, tight leg, whatever, right? That's the average woman's body goal. And how do you achieve that? It's by lifting weights. But they don't want to lift weights because of the idea, if I lift weights, I'm going to put on all this muscle. It doesn't happen. And this is to you, a lot of you women watching this, okay? Hit the gym. And it's not just for fitness. Muscle isn't just about fitness. It's also for longevity, right? A long life. Because as we age, our muscles begin to deplete. But when you have more lean muscle, you age flawlessly. So don't just do it for the aesthetics. Do it for your health as well. So that's all I have to say on that.
I'd like to applaud you again for speaking from your heart, because I can tell that you're trying to actually help someone watching.
Absolutely. And also debunk a lot of the myths that I hear and, some of the trolling that people get, because it's coming from a place of ignorance and lack of education. So I hope I can help with that.
I say this to say, when I started my fitness journey this year, first of all, this episode means a lot to me, and God is so full circle.
Right.
Because when we started talking, I was like, wait, years ago, if I was to have a fitness episode, I would not know a lot to talk about it. And a lot of topics I don't speak on because I don't just go talking on things I do not know. But this year, when I started my fitness journey, and it started from me just walking around my estate 4 times a week, 40 minutes a day, in the evenings or early mornings. What I researched said you can't just start jogging from nowhere and think you're going to jog the whole year. You're going to give up eventually.
Absolutely.
You need to find something that becomes your lifestyle.
Right.
Fitness has to become your lifestyle, a long lifestyle. So if slow walks is what you're going to do every day,
Yeah.
4 to 5 times a week, imbibe that. If fast walks is not, that's what you can do every
Exactly.
week, 4 times a week, imbibe that. If jogging, if going to the gym, it used to be find
the
what
activity
works for you. But the conversation, it has to become a
habit, a lifestyle,
long journey.
Right. And that's the thing. Another thing, like people think that they have to do this one big thing in their life. They have to change this one big thing. They look for that one big secret. What is that one big thing I can do that can change my physique forever? It's not about that one big thing, right? It's about what are the small things I can do every single day, and then build that habit from there before you get to the big thing. So when I started training, I fell off. Like the first few months, I gave up. I quit.
Why?
Because I lacked the motivation. Like I wasn't motivated. I wasn't able to stay consistent. And then again, thinking that you needed to do that one big thing. And I was like, no, just show up in any way you can. And that is what forms consistency.
If I may ask, what Nigerian star celebrity do you think motivates you fitness-wise? Is there anyone, whether male or female, you can say, is,
no one really comes to mind. When I started, like in 2017, when I started posting not even when I wasn't doing it yet, but before I started posting on social media, I did a lot of research because I wanted someone who I could look up to. Because a lot of the people that I knew of were outside the country, the US, the UK. Those were the athletes, the fitness trainers that really had to, that were doing it big in the fitness industry. But there was no one here who I could relate to in terms of our food, our culture. How can I incorporate our food into my diet? How can I, I didn't have that figure. So I was like, how come? So when I was doing it, I wanted to be who I wanted to see. I wanted somebody else to look at me and be like, oh, if she can do it here, then I can do it as well. I wanted to inspire people. And so when you ask me that question, who do I look up to? Nobody really comes to mind, to be honest. In the fitness space, I mean, there are a lot of brilliant, Nigerian female celebrities. But specifically fitness, I feel like it's still a niche market. We're still a niche industry. We're still coming up. It's not big yet. So I feel like I'm definitely one of the first to do it. And hopefully I've been able to open doors or inspire other women to do it as well.
We got inside here and I have my team saying, oh, watch your content. So even men are inspired by what you do.
Absolutely.
But I would like to give a shout out to Kate Hanshan. I see what she does. She's also a celebrity. I see her going to the gym every time.
Absolutely.
So she's trying as well. I see Nancy Sime as well. So those are the two I can set my mind on.
Right.
But definitely you've been on our radar. Everyone knows Sandra Okeke. I mean, the internet personality for fitness. I mean, you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
So kudos to you. Let's talk about the fact that people also come and say they want to reduce belly fat and they're trying to work on a particular position. I think I read that somewhere where it says that's ridiculous. You don't really come and say you're trying to reduce or increase a particular part of your body. It's best to just work on your whole body as a whole.
Absolutely.
And so talk to us about that.
Yeah, that's true. What you read is true. That's, again, another big myth in the fitness industry, or not even in the fitness industry, that people have about fitness. Yeah. That you can target one particular part of your body, and it doesn't work like that. So that's what we call spot reduction. So you don't want to lose weight anywhere else. You just want to lose weight from this particular part of your body, and that's not true. When we gain weight, our body distributes fat in different places. We don't have control of that. So fat goes wherever it wants to go, and that's all our genetics. So everybody's genetics is different. Some people put on weight more on their upper body. Some people carry more weight in their lower body. Some people carry more weight in their belly. So in that same breath, you can't decide where the weight is going to come off. So what you should be focusing on primarily, most importantly, is your nutrition. because that is where most people's problem is. So nutrition, and then of course you now do your full body workouts that targets your full body. So you have your strength training programs, and then you have your cardio, of course. And yeah, so simple.
So we said that girls. So in your like you said, it's 8 years of doing this. In your 8 years of doing this, do you have girls who like? How do you deal with the hate comments, especially from females? Do you have people like say, "Oh no," like how do you deal with the hate?
Oh,
Or do you get hate?
I've definitely gotten trolled many
Tell us about
times. I feel like now I've been on social media for so long that I know what type of posts will get certain comments, right? So I wouldn't say I deal with it because I just don't deal with it. I decide to not deal with it. And the negative comments that I always get have only been online. It's never been in person. So that's why I always say like social media is not even real life, because most people who troll you, it's coming from a place of insecurity.
So if a girl comes to troll you in person,
there's some things that you can't even say to somebody in person. Like there's some people that you look at that you wouldn't even be able to step up to. You get?
I know.
So yeah. So with the negativity, it comes with the territory, and like I said, a lot of people's negativity comes from a place of just projecting. So sometimes I just look at them like, what's this one talking about? Block, delete, next. So you get? So yeah.
Okay, so the next thing is people looking for an easy way out.
Right.
A lot of people come into fitness and they want to waist train their way out of it. That is real waist trainer.
They just can't do it.
At a point, I was seeing men even wearing waist trainers.
Oh, I've seen most.
And everybody's tying their waist naked, and it's destroying your belly organs. The organs in your belly are destroyed. What do you say about that?
That waist training thing, I've been talking about it since the dawn of time. And people always attack me.
I never really got it, because everyone was telling me to get it.
No, it's it's one of those things. And people like to see, people are very like, when it comes to waist trainer, they don't want to let it go. Like they hold on to
That's
the
so
side.
redundant.
Because people like the illusion of
things.
They like to feel like they're doing something extra, right? You don't need a waist trainer.
Does it even work? People say it works.
Waist training, in the terms of fitness, right? How waist trainers are sold to us is that you wear it, it will help you lose fats, right? And that's wrong, because that plays into the stereotype or the myth that you can target fat, you can spot isolate fats, you can spot reduce fat from one part of your body, which is against science. So it does not even fit into the fitness category. So, I mean, think about it logically. How can something that you tie on the outside of your body burn the fat that's inside?
By suffocating it.
It doesn't happen. So what I tell people, just if you're eating right, you have a good diet, a healthy diet, you're exercising consistently, you're in a calorie deficit if your goal is weight loss, the fat is going to go anyway. So the waist trainer is just there taking up space. And again, why would you even want to put yourself under that condition, tying something so tightly around your body for 2 hours while you're working out, cutting down your circulation? You can't even do an exercise in full range of motion because this thing is so tight. So it doesn't make any sense. So that's what I'm saying. I think people like the feeling that they're doing something extra when they're actually not.
And taking supplements.
Fitness supplement, dietary supplements are okay, right? I recommend certain supplements to people, but there's a difference between recommended dietary supplements and then just all these Instagram vendor products that we see online where they tell you to buy a slim tea, buy a slimming pill, weight gain syrups. They don't even put the ingredients on the package. You don't know what you're buying. You don't know what you're consuming. They'll just tell you, oh, drink this one and you'll blast your fats in 2 days. Anything that promises you quick, fast, easy results in a short amount of time has nothing to do with fitness. Because fitness is not easy. It takes years of training and consistency, and you will see the progress slowly.
Ask me how I know.
Because you were on your fitness journey.
You go from not seeing anything, but then you wear your trousers and it's buckling better.
Yes.
And you're like, how?
It's progressive. It's not quick. It's not instant. So when someone tells you you don't have to do any work, you don't have to eat healthy, eat whatever you want, but just buy this product, that's how you more run the other direction, because that person does not have your best interest at
I
heart.
don't like you.
And a lot of people hate to hear. You'll probably hear them fighting in the comments. Waist trainer works for me. It works for me. It did this, that. Do what works for you. But people have to understand that everyone's genetics is different. And just because something worked for you doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody else. But the idea of waist training to lose belly fats.
Talk about it damaging their organs. It doesn't.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you wear something, when you wear something that tight. And another thing, what a waist trainer will do for
I'm
you.
so sorry.
What a waist trainer will do for you, I'll say this. It will
Waist trainer, I'll be walking like this.
It can give you the illusion of a smaller waist. Because I mean, think about it. If you tie a rubber
Show them
band.
the shape of the waist trainer. Show them.
No, this is not from waist training, babe.
Girl,
this
you want to
is
show
from...
them? Show them.
No, this is not from waist training.
You did play?
But yeah, it does, depending on how long you wear, it can have long-term consequences. Because I mean, you're restricting, you're holding something tight. But most people cannot even wear a waist trainer for the amount of time that it requires to get that shape that they want. That small waist, if you wear a waist trainer long enough, it will make your waistline smaller. Like, it'll give you the illusion of a small waist.
Encouraging them, Sandra.
No, I'm not encouraging. What I'm saying is people using it for the idea of losing fats. No. Even the small shape of your waist that you want, it does not burn fats. It might give you the illusion of a smaller waist because you're holding something, you're pressing something so tightly. So when you take it off, your waistline might look like it's shrunk, but the contents, it will still go back to its normal size
at the end of the day.
At the end of the day. So for you to actually maintain that certain small shape, you have to wear that waist trainer every single day for like 20 hours.
So
and nobody has that discipline. So that's why I'm like, it's pointless. What's the point?
Don't start what you cannot finish. Don't put hands inside fire because it burns. So I get you, Sandra. Well done. Let's talk about the fact that women have an issue. Women like you who come into the gym looking pretty, nice fit, makeup. What do you got to say about that?
Live and let live. That's how I live my life.
What do you mean?
I don't get distracted by what somebody else is doing in the gym.
I don't go to my
I'm looking at my own.
These
I'm
days,
facing
I
my
play
fronts.
Tim's album.
Face your fronts. But at the end of the day...
the wickedest one. I go to walk fast. They're going to look me. What's this one? I know Nigerian gyms is like a social hub.
It's like a social hub.
I know you.
Yes.
Can we take a picture? I'm cool. Like, I love everybody. But I'm there to run
You're there
my
to work
race.
out. You're there to train.
So my day are giving like, we're in school. Like, he didn't come and greet you. Wait, I come there for social gathering. I come there to do tinko basket and do. I was there I'm trying to get sexy. I mean, summer, baby.
Yeah. So with that, what I have to say is like, because me, I like to look cute and presentable. Let me suggest, I like to look presentable regardless of where I go. If you see me in the gym, that's exactly how I look, right? But me, whether I want to wear a wig that day or makeup that day to the gym, a lot of people have said this, why do you wear makeup to the gym?
But people wear makeup. You wear makeup to the gym?
The only time I wear makeup to the gym is if I'm shooting fitness content. Yeah. So my reason for being there is so that I can make a video
and look pretty wild at it.
Yeah, look presentable if it's going to go online. But for me to train, like if I wake up at 7:00 in the morning, I'm going to the gym to work out. I'm not wearing makeup, But with the whole wig thing, I even saw a video on TikTok. Someone was like, they don't understand why girls wear wigs to the gym. Just wear a cap. I was like, who are you to tell somebody else how they should present themselves to the gym? If I'm having a bad hair day, for example, I have wigs specifically for the gym. Headband wigs. I'll just throw on my headband wig and I'll go to the gym. I feel like it's all about your style and what you want to present yourself with. It doesn't, for me, wearing a wig to the gym doesn't affect my workout in any way, shape, or form. But for the next person, it might. So if you know that it's not for you, then don't do it, But criticizing and condemning someone else for how they choose to present themselves, I feel like it's just unnecessary.
Let's talk about the overpricing of gyms. A lot of people don't go gym again because gym don't cost so. Gym is cost. Why would gym be above minimum wage? payments per month. So let's talk about the fact that a lot of Nigerians can't afford that. How much are Nigerians earning that? The gym, let's not lie, the gym is no fun. Yes, the results are good and it's healthy. But Nigerians, we love, no offense, short-term gratification. Where it's like immediate results.
If you're
And
not
obviously you're not
seeing
getting that. So a lot
of people see it as a waste of money.
I see people calling out gym. We get one particular gym, I cannot call them, they don't go sue me. I didn't even go to the gym. That they call. I see people calling them out every day for this one fee, that one fee. You don't talk to school. It's not like an institution of some sort that is just taking people's money up and down. What do you guys say about that? The cost of these gyms?
I don't pay a gym membership. I have a home gym, so I'm sorry, I can't relate to that. But I feel like if something is important to you, you'll make the time for it,
and you'll also pay through or what?
Absolutely, you budget out your gym.
Sandra Okeke,
you have a gym budget every month. But even if you wanted to invest in like a home gym, that's also more expensive. Because then you now have to buy weights. And weights are not cheap. You can't just buy one.
Some use cement to make their weights though. You put two rods inside a bucket, put cement.
If you can improvise.
You dry, you break the bucket, start to lift it. They see all these boys for Instagram.
If you can improvise. But I feel like the fees are kind of matching the current economy right now.
Cement no cost to Sandra. But like you said, like if it's something you really want, go for it. Right?
You make the time for it.
And talk about obesity. Like, what really causes this? Like, why are we obese over here? I don't think we're obese. Obesity is everywhere. But talk about get this excessive fat. Like a lot of people, like you said, will claim that they don't eat. What do you really think is causing the fat? Is it more of like the junking?
Absolutely. It's the food. It's the food that you eat that determines the level of weight gain. Right? So if you're someone who's consistently over consuming your calories every single day.
And sorry, calories can mean alcohol.
Yes.
Calories mean...
There's calories in everything that we eat, right? But it depends.
What do you explain?
Yeah, it depends where you're getting your calories from.
Yeah.
Right? So obviously, I would always recommend people drink water, for example. Because obviously it's low calories, it's obviously a more healthy choice, and our bodies, we need water, right? But if you're someone who's always drinking alcohol and sodas and juice and all of those very high calorie, high sugary foods that I like to call them empty calories, because it doesn't do anything for our body. It doesn't have protein. It doesn't support muscle growth or anything like that that's beneficial to our bodies. So our body is going to take those extra calories and store them as fat for energy for later. And when you consistently overconsume your calories, you will put on weight. So it's very important to focus on the quality of the foods that you're eating, right? So I feel like that's a lot of people's problem when it comes to nutrition, the quality of the foods that they eat. So always eating junk food, always, consuming high calorie beverages and stuff like that. It's okay once in a while. Anything in moderation is fine. But when it becomes a consistent pattern, an everyday thing, everyday part of your diet, that's where the problem comes in.
Well done.
So,
what about the pain that comes from gymming? Like I started going to the gym recently, and then you do weight trains, and
that's normal.
You can't move your hand for days.
That's normal.
People, trust me, people research these things like remedies. Like, what would you advise to people, anyone that's going through extreme?
It's called muscle soreness. It's called DOMS. So delayed onset muscle soreness. So it's the soreness that your body feels, your muscles feel. Because this is the thing a lot of people don't know. When you're in the gym and you're exercising, that's not when you're building muscle. What you're doing in that process is you're tearing your muscle tissues, right? So you're creating a damage in your muscle tissues. That's what you're doing. So your body recovers through, obviously, your recovery. So what you eat, the nutrition, and then your rest. And then obviously, if you're taking supplements like creatine and things like that, that can help you recover more effectively and can also help reduce the muscle soreness. So muscle soreness is normal. I went through it. I remember when I first started training, it was something that I had to deal with. But as you grow, as you get better, as you're more consistent in the gym, your body begins to adapt. So it becomes less painful. The only time that I feel muscle soreness now is when I do an exercise that I haven't done for a very long time, or I hit a muscle that I haven't hit for a long. So if I train my quads in a completely different way, using another machine that I haven't used in a while, then I'll feel the soreness you get. But it gets to that point where you'll adapt. So
Mm. So, Sandra, a lot of people think that you're not Nigerian, that you're even American. So, tell us your
I'm
background.
not American.
Were you born here?
I was born in Nigeria. I was born in Aba.
Mm.
And when I was 5,
Where you get the accent from, girl?
let me tell the story. You didn't even let me land. When I was 5, my family and I, we moved to the United States. So that's where I grew up.
Okay.
Lived there for about 10 years, then moved back when I was 15. So I've lived in Nigeria ever since.
It's great. Tell us about your family. Like, are you the only child?
No, I'm not the only
Did
child.
your
I'm
parents
the
encourage this thing you're doing right now?
Okay, I'm not the only child. I have 3 other siblings. I'm the oldest daughter. I'm the ada of the house. And then just encouraging what I'm doing now. I mean, it's not like they really even had a choice.
What do you
I
mean?
didn't really, because I was already like, I
You were
finished
done with
school. And you know, like Nigerian
okay.
parents.
Coco is just
Yeah,
go to
yes.
school. After school, you like
After school,
go
if
to
you like,
Cyprus, go
exactly.
to the sky.
Our parents here,
I
as
get
long as
it.
you've graduated, you have your degree. Anything that you want to do after that, they'll support you. Like whatever you want to do. So yeah, I think my parents were just very happy with the fact that I found my passion and like it was something was actually going well for me. And you know, my dad has always been an entrepreneur. My dad was a businessman, so me going into like the entrepreneur side of things, having my own business, my own brand, doing social media, like they were very proud. And then all the opportunities that came from it as well, like being able to travel. Why are you smiling like that?
Because I like the good things of life. Doesn't mean able to
The way you were
travel.
just
I'm like, tell me about it. It must be nice.
Yeah. So yeah.
So do you go like brand trips, or you mean like the money you make yourself?
I've done one brand trip. That was Australia. So one of the brands that I was working with.
That's like 2 days away.
That was,
Like
yes,
the future.
there was 2 days. Australia was so far.
They get into the new year before us.
Australia was very far. So that one was a brand trip. I was invited to attend the Australian Fitness Expo, which was so much fun. And I had like it was so fun. But that was the only brand trip I've been on. And then everything else has just been like me. I love to travel. It's always been my dream to be able to travel the world and experience different cultures, different people. And I'm blessed to say that that has come from my own pockets. And, you know, I don't have to like rely or depend on anybody to afford that.
You're doing well. You
Thank
built a
you.
whole brand for yourself. YouTube ought to be paying you in billions.
They
Because
should.
you have just 301 million views on a video on YouTube. 301 million views. I got 3 million views on a video on my YouTube, and I was like, oh my, I don't arrive.
Yeah,
Nobody
so-
let me talk anything for the street. And you have 301. How did you feel when you saw that?
Like the number just kept on going. And it was one of those videos where like I posted, I didn't think anything of it.
That's what everybody always says. They
I didn't think anything of it. It's so funny how it always happens.
You thought of it.
I mean, I just recorded the video in the gym, you know, like it wasn't even planned. Did you get like there was no prep behind it, like no makeup, okay, let me assemble my lights and everything. I just filmed one reaction video and I posted it. After a few days,
Hola.
like the numbers just kept on going and going and going and going.
But I tap into your blessings because you have like 2.4 million subscribers, and I'm saying to you that I'm only on 31K. And when I hit my 100K subscribers, I hope you guys are there to say congratulations, Jermaine.
Absolutely.
You said it on SoFit's podcast, and I'm just so happy you're here today because you really inspired me. I think when we're talking on your way here, I was like, oh, what about your 100K plaque? You were like, 100K plaque? I got my 1 million
plaque already, like 3 weeks apart. But yeah, it's very...
Please advise me, encourage
it's surreal.
me.
No,
encourage people like me.
Every progress, like we've all been there.
We're struggling.
No, you're not struggling. You're not struggling. We were all beginners once. We were all there, so we know the journey. We understand the journey, and you're doing so good. So, yeah, we'll be here when you hit 100K. We'll be here when you hit 1 million. We'll be here when you hit 10 million.
Amen.
Yes. So yeah.
So tell us about your ups and downs. Like what you're faced doing this.
My ups and downs. Okay.
Let's start with the downs.
Downs would probably be that's a really good one. What are my downs? Oh, now I have to think, Jermaine. Now I gotta think. What are my
What about
downs?
it's definitely the money.
I mean, yes, there's been financial rewards for just doing what I love to do, and just that feeling of achievement. Like I found my passion in life, and I'm good at it. And I love it, and I see myself doing this thing for a very long time, and I just feel that sense of like, yeah, I did
I'm
it.
accomplished.
I did something. I've done something.
And you
I'm
walk
doing
into any room
something.
so
Yeah,
confident.
it gives you
The
so
whole thing
much
has made you so
confidence.
confident. I mean, look at you, a ray of sunshine.
Aw, tear. And then with the downs, it probably just comes from like motivation, because I'm not always motivated. That's People think you are because they feel like you've arrived, but I'm still human, and I have my days where I'm like, sometimes I still go through self-doubt sometimes. Like I don't think maybe I can be better, I can do better. But that's just a normal thing for human beings. I'm very critical of myself, but um yeah, I feel like that's the downs. It's not really many downs. There's not really much downs. But I'm happy and I'm blessed to be doing what I'm doing.
So what would be your advice to those watching who want to go into fitness? They want to take it seriously. They want to be fitness creators like you. What would be your advice to these people?
Just do it.
Nike.
That's my advice.
Nike.
Okay, so
Nike.
because so when people ask me for, because people do ask me for advice, how do I start? And it's like, just start.
No. I'm supposed to cut these shorts. Let me ask you a question. Let me walk answer. All of you, what's the advice? They could talk to you from morning to night. For where? You don't go see move an inch. So the thing is that stop asking for advice if you're not even going to take it.
Yeah. That's why I said just do it. Stop talking
This
about
advice
it.
why I asked her now, so we should tell people. Why am I even speaking broken? This advice I told her to say is for people who actually want to listen.
Yeah. So if you're an aspiring creator, if you want to start going to the gym, just go, take the step, do it. Don't talk about it. Don't think too much about it, because the more you sit down and think about something, you think of all the things that will go wrong. You've already accepted failure and defeats before you've done the very thing. So just do it, right? And be patient, because it takes a while. I think we live in an age of virality. We see people going viral very quickly, so we think, oh, we can just post one video and then tomorrow will blow. That's not the case for everyone. Some people have to put in 5 years, 10 years before they get that one moment that will catapult them. So be patient and do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. And be passionate about be passionate. Passion. Yeah, passion keeps you
That's such a beautiful
consistent.
smile, guys.
So yeah, just do it. Do whatever you want to do, and just know that we don't have a second chance at life. This is the only chance we get. So we don't get to come back and do this over again. So whatever it is you want to do, whatever dream you have, whatever goal you have, do it now that you're still here, that you still have the opportunity, and try and be the best at it. Strive to be the best at what you do. And yeah,
Look at you.
take it seriously.
A gem. Sandra Okeke, you're amazing.
Thank you.
And my prayer for you is, as you inspire millions of people, that God blesses you. He continues to elevate you. And He continues to take you to the world and around, because you're amazing. What you're doing is
Thank
impacting
you.
a lot of lives. A lot of people are giving up on life, being suicidal because they can not get their desired bodies, which I think is crazy.
Or just like their desired results with whatever it is that they want to do. They feel like they're stuck. You're not stuck.
You're not. So thank you, Sandra, for encouraging a lot of people. I want you to know that the sky is just your starting point. You're going real far. And from all of us at BTS Reality Show, we do appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
having
much
me.
for coming on the show. Do you want to say anything before you go?
Do I want to say anything before I go?
About the show? About me?
No, we
Your
still
lover?
we still have our December. We still have our December plans.
Yeah,
So don't worry.
tell
We're
them about.
still.
Oh, you told them about
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm sorry. Don't worry. They're gonna see the updates. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming on the show, Sandra. And ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of this episode. This is BTS Reality Show Season 2. And I hope you have had an amazing season. I go by the name Jermaine Okpe, your lovely host. And we'll be back for Season 3. Thank you for riding with us, our own community. Sandra, what do you want to say to my babies before we go?
Thank you guys so much for watching. obviously this is for your YouTube. So make sure you
Like, subscribe, and share.
share. And we'll see you in the comments.
This is BTS Reality Show, and we're signing out. Thank you for season 2, ladies and gentlemen. I love you. Thank you. Gracias.
Adios.
Gracias.
Peace.